Hi everyone, this is Lisa. This is just to explain task 6 on probate. So that is the Torabi will. So it's page 120 of your legal word processing book, level 2. And right, let's look at the top. It says engross this will. It wants double line spacing, as all wills should be. It wants full justification, as all should be. And it wants you to mark the will for execution. I will show you how to do that. And to do a backsheet, I will show you how to do that. Okay, so if we look at the bit in the box below, it says draft. I don't want you to type draft. Okay, I want you to type this out following all the instructions. Now remember what I've always said, that when you're doing something, and we know this has to be double line spacing, type it in single first. Okay, so it starts with a blank document. What you do is just check your line spacing. I need to remove the space after the paragraph, then I can start typing. Luckily this is one I prepared earlier, so I've already typed it out, and I'm just going to go through the changes that we need to make. Okay, this is a really simple will. First 7 words in the will, always capitals, always italic, so I'm just going to make that italic. People's names in wills are always uppercase. Look at that, always uppercase. And when you do an address in the will, there's always those 3 spaces between. Can you see the 3 spaces there and there? Lovely. You don't say Birmingham, West Midlands, it's in the county of West Midlands, capital C for county at all times. When you get to that point, you'll press enter twice, and then you start I hereby revoke all former wills. Remember, when you talk about wills, it's capital W. And testamentary disposition, sorry, I just realised I made a mistake. Heretofore made by me. We have these legalese words. I appoint my brother Sven Torabi of 192 Galway Avenue, so you must always proofread. 192 Galloway Avenue, aforesaid. Aforesaid means, as we've said previously up here, so basically they're at the same address. Brother and sister living at the same address. To be the sole, which means only, executor, capital E, notice that, of this my will. Then subject to the payment thereout of my just debts, funeral and testamentary expenses, which means once my debts are paid and the funeral expenses are paid, I give, devise and bequeath. I'm giving everything left over, everything, the remainder of my estate, both real and personal, so money and personal items, of whatsoever nature and wheresoever situation, unto my brother Sven. So the brother's getting everything for his own sole use and benefit absolutely, which means he can sell it all if he wants to. Okay. Now these need to be numbered paragraphs, so I want you to click there when I hereby revoke, put on the underline, and type 1, and then tab. Oops, no, I didn't do that right. Number 1, tab. And then I want you to carry that underline up to there, underline. Perfect. I think I've just put apostrophe in there by mistake. Okay, paragraph number 2. I'm going to put underline on. I'm going to type the number 2, and then I'm going to tab. And then I'm going to underline I appoint. Perfect. Next one is 3 and subject. So again, I put underline on, type number 3, tab. And then I underline the word subject. That's what it wants you to do, and they're all nicely in line. Okay. Notice the name is Sven, not Stan. Galloway Avenue. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the errors. Sven, that's it. Then you have this in witness paragraph. This in witness needs to be underlined. Perfect. Now on this bit it says, what's it say? It doesn't show you, but this is always a 4 centimeter space, so I'm just going to show you that. Always 4 centimeters, but I always say do one more, so I'm going to put an extra one in there and an extra one in there. Okay. Always tab, do not use your space bar. So this is when the will is signed, it's going to say, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand to this my will, capital W. This, and it might be, what's today? 24th. Someone would write in longhand 24th here, okay? 24th day of April would be written in longhand there by pen. 2020 would be written here, okay, this bit. Okay, then we've got to do the attestation clause. Signed, as you can see, is underlined, so underline that. Signed by the said Anna Torabi, all in capitals, as her last will in our joint presence and then jointly by us in her presence. Now, this has to be lowercase, but when you type it, it goes uppercase because it's Microsoft Word trying to help you. So you have to go back and say, no, it's lowercase. Okay, then we need to do those brackets. So if I turn on that, you can see I'm going to tab until I'm past that point. That's all right there. I'm going to put an outside tab there. I'm going to go back at the end of Anna Torabi and just tab until I get into line. Lovely. And then there, I'm going to tab until I get into line. And once again, I'm going to tab until I get into line. Perfect. Okay. Now, it says to mark it for execution. That means show the client where to sign. So we are going to click after her last will, and we're going to type in capitals at, and then we're just going to do a line here. Just a simple line with an X there and an X there. This is where she signs her name. Actually, really, it should be a little bit longer because she's supposed to have her full name. There you go. Now, this has got to be in a different colour. And the only colours you have in black and white print is obviously lighter shades of grey. So I'm going to go like that, go to the colour thing and go, oh yeah, maybe that colour. So it doesn't show up too much. Perfect. Now, I don't know if you've been told this, but a will is not valid unless it's been signed by two different people. Now, just suppose I was doing my own will, which I have done. My sons cannot sign it as witnesses because they're obviously going to benefit from it. And their girlfriends can't do it because they're attached to my sons and therefore they would benefit from it. So it's got to be someone that's not going to receive anything in a will. This is not to say that your family haven't already done that and got family members to sign the will. That is fine, as long as there's no arguments, because if there's any arguments, that beneficiary would not get anything. So just to be absolutely sure, get other people to do it, okay? For example, my next door neighbours, they've signed our wills. They're the witnesses. We have to do the witness part now, okay? So I'm just going to type witness, and then I've got to do name, then address, address, and then occupation. And the line spacing has gone weird, so I'm just going to select that. And so no single line spacing. That's it. Witness has to be underlined. Name. After name, they want some. So I'm just going to tab after there. And I'm just going to do a few dots. There you go. So they can write their name. After address, I'm going to tab to that point. Do some full stops. To about the same point. Addresses are more than one line, so I'm going to go like that. Go dot dot dot. I think that's right. Then occupation. Tab there. Dot 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 dot. Maybe that's one too many dots. That's it. Okay. Can you see the font is different? So I'm going to select this. Hopefully you've got this on your computers. And I think this is Lucida Sands handwriting, I think. LM, hold on, Lucida. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Okay. Notice, because I put that in, it's all gone stupid. So I'm just going to tab it. So it all lines up. And I don't know if you noticed, it is now double line spacing. So I'm just going to select that. Control and 2. Oh, no, that wasn't Control and 2. That was me messing up. Control 2. Okay, lovely. Also, it's grey. I don't know if you can see on there, but it's grey. So I'm going to go back in there and just change the colour to grey. Okay. Enter. Now, obviously, I need 2 witnesses, so I'm just going to copy this bit again. Paste it down there. Lovely. Okay, that looks good. There we go. Yeah, okay. Now we've got to make this double line spacing. The idea for this one is you fit it on one page. So if I made this, let me just show you. From that point to that point needs to be double line spacing. So if I do Control 2, also needs to be justified, so I might as well do Control J now. There you go. Can you see a bit of it's gone to the next page, which is really annoying. I don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to be sneaky. Several ways to be sneaky here. What we can do is say, yeah, let's not make it double line spacing. Let's make it 1.5 line spacing because nobody would actually know. If I do that, does it actually fit? And yes, it does. Look, that's perfect. Nice and easy. So that is how to do the will. Nice, really easy. Make sure you proofread it because even though when I typed it out, as I was going through it, I was seeing mistakes that I'd made. Okay, that's absolutely lovely. Now, what we do need to do is do a backsheet to go with this. We're going to use the backsheet template. So let's just get up a normal backsheet template because a lot of people get confused with this. Now, obviously, this is not in the court, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Delete that. I'm going to put underline on straight away. And I'm going to type the word dated with underline. I'm just going to tab across and then put 20, and then the word 20 for 2020 is going to be physically written in. We don't need name of party or name of document or anything like that, so I'm just going to cut that. Here, what I need centered is I want to write the words last will and testament. Enter a few times. Of, lowercase, Anna Torabi. Okay, that is it. Just go down. Now remember, Ingram notching next has got to be as far down as possible without falling off the page. Gonna have to put a reference on. We don't know who's done it. Okay, we don't know who the fee earner is. So let's say it's Valerie Ingram. Okay, because she's a partner. VI oblique your initials, but I'm going to put mine in this case. Who is our client? It's Torabi, however you say it. Torabi. That's it. That is how to do perfect backsheet and perfect will. Let's just go back to the perfect will. There you go. Okay, if I minimize it down, you can see it. That's perfect. Very simple will, but that's it. Okay, hope you understood all that, and when you hand it in to me, it should be absolutely perfect now. Thanks everybody, bye.